What is up, besties? It is your girl Karmic, back to you again with an emergency reading. Obviously, now we all have heard that President Trump there was an assassination attempt. This is not a laughing matter, and I want to make this abundantly clear in the beginning of my video. I don't wish death upon anybody, and if the roles were reversed and I was doing a reading on Biden, I would have this exact same thing to say. Please do not write in the comments some nasty-ish about, oh, you wish it was 3 inches to the whatever. Like, I don't want to hear it. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel. You're entitled to your own opinion. I don't want to see any nastiness in the comments. If I see it, I'm turning the comments off. We have to be able to talk about divisive topics. Like, we can't be cherry picking what we want and things being too hard. And like, I just please just keep it civil in the comments. My goal, my intention with this reading is to just understand what happened. No one deserves to have their life almost taken away from them. That being said, I am doing the intro before the reading because I didn't want that to skew what I had to say, because I know a lot of people think that this was maybe not just as simple as a young kid, but we will find out in the reading. But I just really feel the need to explain to you guys that it is not okay to wish death on somebody. It's not. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what else to say when it comes to that. So please just don't do it in the comments. You have every right to hate who you want to hate, but you should just wish karma. You should wish, I mean, look at the industry being taken down right now. You don't have to do anything. The universe always pays back, okay? But in today's reading, we are going to take a look at, I want to look at the motivation behind it so that if there was somehow a conspiracy involved, I'll be able to hopefully pick up on that. All alleged and for entertainment purposes only. There are no facts here. Okay? Just so we're clear. So I'm not sure what I'm going to get. I mean, if you guys watched my, that thing that happened in New York City in 2001 video, I'll try to link it. It might get that level. I don't know. So as always, this is all alleged and for entertainment purposes only. Thank you to everybody that sits through 30 seconds of ads. It's a free and easy way to support my page, and it's how I can continue to keep making this. We are on our way to 5K. It feels surreal. Thank you guys so much. It's because of you. I love you, besties. I love you, my regulars. I hope that you guys are doing well. I hate that this is a bummer topic, but I have a video that I already made that's going to go up on Wednesday that is much lighthearted compared to this. So deep breaths, y'all. We're going to get through it. I promise. Somehow, some way. So without further ado, like I said, we're just going to cover what the hell happened. Why? What went wrong? Why was this even possible? You know what I mean? Why did it happen? And I would feel this level of sadness if it had been Biden. I would. Honestly, I don't agree with murder. Like, I just don't. So please just keep it cool, calm, and collected in the comments, because, listen, I want to cover the stuff that most people don't want to touch. And if we're going to be able to do that on this page, we have to be able to just agree to disagree, or, you know, argue with facts, not your feelings. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we used to know, and it's just such a bummer. But anyway, I don't know. I'm personally sad for Mr. Trump, regardless of how I feel about him as a human being. I don't feel that anybody should have to deal with something like that. But it is what it is. We're going to get into the pop culture. If you're new here, I obviously start my readings now with a general message timeless that is meant to find you. You do not have to be spiritual to watch this. It could be from your spirit team, a passed on loved one, or just if you believe in energy, then it's just you're on an energetic alignment to hear this message. So again, you do not need to be spiritual. If you feel like, I should stick around and listen to this message, then it is more than likely for you. And if you're like, nah, get straight to the reading, then it's probably not for you, and that's totally okay. So without further ado, all alleged, no facts here, none whatsoever. Obviously a crazy lady that just talks with cards and dead people. How could I possibly know? If you want to book a private reading with me, my website's in the description box. Related videos will be in the description box. The decks I use, everything you ever need is where, besties? It's in the description box, obviously. I'm also still working on the background. I don't know what I want yet. I'll figure it out as I go. I've been moving things around. Spring cleaning came again for me. But yeah, subscribe if you're new here. We'd love to have you. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, personal reading, like I said, my website. But without further ado, whether I see you in the general message or the pop culture section, it's all alleged and for entertainment purposes only, besties. Let's get into it. All right, besties, so if you stuck around, then this general timeless message is for you. Please remember to take what resonates, but do not let the rest take away from you. So we are just going to look into a message that you need to hear today. We're going to keep it general, broad, like we always do, and see what you need to hear. More importantly, above all else, thank you to everybody that sits through 30 seconds of ads. It's a free and easy way to support my page. But yeah, let's find out. What does the collective need to hear right now? Possibilities is the message I'm hearing. Okay, so this might be a dating message for a lot of you. We have the Ace of Swords, Seven of Cups, and Seven of Swords. Very spiritual with all the sevens. So, all right, Spirit, tap me in. Ace of Swords, Seven of Cups. No, Seven of Cups upright. Partially blocked energy? Okay. With the Seven of Swords. I'm hearing the song I Can See Clearly Now. The Rain Is Gone. I think a lot of you might be single right now. And I think you might be ready to go out and date, but I think that you're afraid because a lot of you have been screwed over. I'm being drawn to the Seven of Cups with the Seven of Swords. So I think that a lot of you have either been gaslit, or it's giving me like with the apple on the cards, giving me like Adam giving the apple, blaming the girl, whatever that story is. I could do a reading on it if you want me to, if they were real people, whatever. But this is kind of giving me the message of like, it's okay to put yourself back out there. I think some of you might be getting an itch with that Ace of Swords of like maybe dating, maybe putting yourself back out there again. Maybe, I feel like some of you are getting like, because you know what I'm hearing is Hot Girl Bummer. I forget what the lyrics are, but I'm hearing the song Hot Girl Bummer. But it's reminding me of like, yeah, because now I'm hearing Rascal Flatts Summer Nights. I think that right now you guys are supposed to be having fun, living your life, and experiencing. You know what I'm seeing is the movie Yes Man. I feel like a lot of you might be like, you might have been doing a lot of spiritual work on yourself, and so you might be exhausted. You might be like, I know how people move, and I don't want to get back involved in that. And listen, bestie, I freaking hear you. I do. But not everybody's going to be like that. I feel like maybe lately you might have either been getting offers to go out, maybe someone from your past or people you haven't heard from in a while been like, hey, I thought of you, like, you want to go do this? Or maybe they will be about to. This is kind of giving me the vibe of like, it's time to get back out there. So even if this isn't relationship based, because Two of Cups being at the back of the deck can also mean what you seek is seeking you. So maybe you've been doing a lot of work on yourself and you just want to get back out there as a whole. Maybe you want to meet new friends. Maybe you want to experience new things. But with that apple on the Seven of, I can't hold cards, y'all. The apple on the Seven of Cups is very much telling me that you're afraid that people are going to hurt you again. People are going to give you a fantasy and they're not going to hold their end of the bargain. You might have gotten rid of friends because they weren't really friends. They were friends when you were bad, but then when you started getting better, they kind of like either dipped or they'd poke you, keep you in your place. I feel like this is more so about connections and how you've done the work to see behind the mask that people put up for you. So this is a message from Spirit that it's time to get back out there and do it in steps that make you feel safe and comfortable. Like, don't be like, this is what I have to do, and so I'm going to push and like red knuckle it. No, it's like if someone reaches out to you and they're like, hey, you want to go to the beach today? And that kind of sounds good and you're kind of interested, then take that chance. Don't hold yourself back from opportunities, because it's almost like the universe is trying to get you out. You might have become very introverted over like the past couple of months to the past couple of years. Again, take what resonates. Don't let the rest take from you. But this is a very strong message that, yeah, I'm hearing the song I Can See Clearly Now the Rain Is Gone, where it's like you can see through people's bullshit. You've done the work. You already know how people move. You know how they behave. And I'm hearing the song here by Alessia, I can never get her name right, Alessia Cara. If I'm wrong, put it in the comments. It's a great song where she's basically like, I want to be around people that, you know, actually talk about the world and philosophy and not talking about other people. I think that you're the type of people that really want soulful connections, and Spirit's saying you've done the work, so it's time for us to be able to give you the soulful connections. But we can't give you those connections if you don't get out of the house. We can't give you those connections if we give you a little idea, but you don't actually go after and take it. So going back to like if someone were to reach out to you. Now, obviously, if it's someone from the past that you don't really care for, that's not the same. But if it's someone where you're like, this sounds good, but I don't know. Like when you have that moment where part of you is thinking yes, chances are, yep, because I'm being drawn right back to the movie Yes Man. It's like, say yes more. You've done the work, and I'm being drawn to the light bulb on the head with the Ace of the Swords. Ace of the Swords. The Ace of the Swords. The Italian in me, I can't. But it's giving me this vibe of like, Spirit will tell you. You'll have a light bulb moment. If something's not for you, you will know. You already done the work. That's why you've ghosted and removed a lot of people that don't fit the person that you are today. You already know what you don't want. Stop downplaying how far you've already come. Like I feel like I'm seeing balloons in my mind's eye. It's like celebrate who you are today. Like who you are today, I guarantee is not who you were last year, who you were 6 months ago. You're continuously doing the work. You're continuously reflecting. You're continuously trying to figure out who you are. So again, like I said, it doesn't have to be love-based relationships, but it's almost like I almost feel like a lot of you did a purge. You got rid of people, places, and things that don't serve you, and now you feel this kind of like void within you. And it's not that there's a void, it's that you release so that new and bigger and better can come in. But I'm hearing the words battle scarred, so you might be like, I don't trust it, don't trust a hoe, don't trust a bee, don't trust a C, you know what I mean? Like, and I hear you, but you already did the work so that, like, right now, if that was creepy. Did any of you see that? I don't know if I'm going to still post it. My light turned off for no damn reason. That's so bizarre. Anyway, we're just going to keep going with it. So basically the message is to trust yourself. Yeah, I'm hearing the song Express Yourself because what you're seeking is seeking you. And with the Judgment card right behind it in the reverse, it's like you have to get out in public and meet your people in order to get what it is that you deserve. Get out of the house is kind of the vibe. Get out of the house and start meeting people. If you can join apps where like you meet people that are like-minded, because I think some of you are just afraid that you're going to meet the same like low vibey people, for lack of a better word. You don't want people that talk about you. You want people that talk about you in a crowd of opportunities. You know what I mean? And you are going to get that with this 10 of Cups right there. But with the 8 of Swords right behind it, you have to believe that it's possible in order to do so. So Spirit is asking you to let love back into your life, to whatever that means. So friendship, romance, just people in general. New is trying to knock on your door. And I think that you're scarred because you've seen how people actually move. It's okay. Just trust yourself. You know, if it doesn't feel right, back away from it. If it does feel right, pour into it. Just give yourself time. Don't give all of you right away. Give a little bit. You know, hi, my name is so-and-so. This is what I'm into. And then see if their actions align with their words. Slow and steady wins the race for this group. Slow and steady. Meet new people. Don't share all of you right away. I think I got a lot of empaths, a lot of spiritual people watching this, where you can pick up when people don't like you. You can pick up when people got an issue. And I hear you, but you've left that timeline behind, so it's time to put yourself back out there because you deserve to reap the rewards of the work that you've done. So I'm going to leave it here, bestie. Let me know if it resonated down in the comments below. If you want to book a private reading with me, my website's in the description box. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. But without further ado, we are going to get into the pop culture section of this. Just a reminder, please be kind in the comment section. I'm just asking you, please, as Bernie once said, I am asking once again that you just debate civilly. No name calling, no wishing death upon other people. All of this is all alleged and for entertainment purposes. So without further ado, besties, let's get into it. All right, besties. So we are going to take a look at this assassination attempt. All alleged, no facts here. I want to start with using Dark Mirror and see what the motivation was from Thomas's perspective. That way, hopefully, I can get a better idea of what went on. So, I'm already seeing things like Dahmer. Is he the guy that like, who's the guy that had like a whole following? Manson. Is it possible that like this kid Because it's giving me like, you know what I'm hearing is the song Forever Young, I Want to Be Forever Young. And I remember like they said something about him being bullied a lot. So is it possible that like maybe he secretly looked up to serial killers allegedly and for entertainment purposes? Only no facts here because I don't know what this is about, but I just keep being drawn to like, what I'm hearing is legendary serial killers. That's what I'm hearing. It's almost giving me the vibe of like making a name for myself. So, and I remember that some people said that he was bullied in school. It almost feels like I'm trying to make a name for myself. But I'm going to get into the cards. All alleged, and 1:11 on the clock when I said that too. All alleged, no facts here, zero facts whatsoever. Okay, let's find out. So thank you to everyone that sits through 30 seconds of ads. It's a free and easy way to support my page. It's how I can continue to cover these divisive, painful topics and other things. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing. We're on the road to 5K. We've been growing beautifully this year. I have the greatest followers in the world, and I'm just so grateful. So come join. But now we're going to talk about the hard shit. So what was Thomas's motivation? Yeah, guys, I'm going to have to pull the tarot to like, hold on one sec. Sorry, guys, wanted to move the camera a little bit, which didn't even help, per usual. So I'm going to be real with y'all until I hit the tarot. This is his motivation. His motivation, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't think he was thinking things through. What I get is that, I think this is why I keep being drawn to like serial killers. What I get is this like empty feeling. It's almost like, I'm going to put the back deck card right here to make it line up a little bit better. I'm 5'2", just so we're all clear, so I have a hard time seeing. If you could see how far up this is. I kind of agree with the students that spoke on him. I don't think he was thinking long term. This feels like a Yahtzee opportunity. Did he live nearby this rally? Because it's giving me like I'm in a lot of pain, especially at home. I think he was hiding who he really was from his parents. Because didn't they say like they were in like behavioral or something like that, like they did like therapy and stuff? This is giving me like, you know who I'm seeing in my mind's eye? If you've ever watched American Horror Story, I'm seeing Andrew Tate, where he like murdered his whole classroom of students, but like his soul couldn't accept what he had done because it was almost like a blackout. So like it could have been a blackout thing, but I do feel like he was trying to make a name for himself. With obsession and forgetting oneself, it's like, I do think that he hated Trump because I'm hearing the song You're Not the Boss of Me Now and You're Not So Big, and I'm being drawn to how apparently like he wasn't good with guns, where like Trump, you know, he promotes guns and stuff like that, and I'm not here to argue about gun laws. This is not the point. But it's giving me this vibe of like, it almost feels, you know what this energy feels to me like my dad abandoning me. It would almost be like if he saw Trump as like a father figure and you like let me down. Like, I know that they said that he was a registered Democrat. I almost believe that he might have followed that because his parents were more on the blue side. Because it's giving me like, I see you as a savior, but you're not saving me. That's kind of the vibe. I think he might have been more, I feel like he kept this side of him quiet because I'm being drawn to like coming of age TV shows where you always like, I'm seeing 13 Reasons Why. That's a good example with that blonde kid who was like trying really hard to fit in, but he was really, really different. It's giving me that. It's like I'm trying to be a part of the cool club, but I'm weird. I'm unique. It's giving me like a side hobby could have been something along the lines of like stuffing dead animals. Like, I think there were warning signs that people just didn't want to accept because I think the parents, if I'm being honest, I feel like the parents were just kind of in their own little world, and I feel like he just said the right things to get by. I do feel like he was bullied. I do feel like he just kind of channeled his anger into something else. It's giving me a double whammy. It's like Trump promised me the world. He never did it, so it's almost giving me like, let me help the other side because fuck you. And then it's like, if I take him out, I'll make a name for myself. Like, that's what I just keep hearing. If I take him out, I will make a name for myself. So, and especially with today for tomorrow in reverse, it's like I'm not thinking. 3 and 5 is the number of change. Again, it's blocked. So it's like I wasn't thinking about what this would do to me tomorrow. I'm obsessed. It's almost like I'm tunnel visioned on Trump. It's like Imagine if everything, you know how like you're having a really fucking bad day and you treat yourself to a coffee and before you even drink it, it spills and it's like, that's the last fucking straw. That's the energy of this kid. It's like everything in his life is going wrong. And it's almost like I find out about the Trump rally, perfect opportunity to make a name for myself. I'm fucking fed up. I'm fed up of being bullied. I'm fed up of people not seeing me. I'm fed up. It's giving me making a name for myself. Like I wouldn't be shocked if like he was on the dark web or, you know, he had a weird interest in like, maybe he watched documentaries all the time about like serial killers and stuff like that. It's giving me like Jeffrey Dahmer and Manson would be like his idols. Like, or if anything, like he just started to embody that energy because it's like no one notices me with forgetting oneself being at the back deck. It's like no one sees me and I don't even know who I am. So I pick something to obsess on. You know what it's drawing me to is the movie, the TV series You, where it's just like he picks a girl and then he just fixates on them. It's not necessarily the girl, it's the fixation. It's the need to prove self. That's kind of the energy I'm feeling. It's like I need to prove myself. Yeah. And with Artificial Heart on the back deck, I just think that he had some serious mental health issues. I mean, this is your like stereotypical, yeah, look, Naked Before the Stars is right underneath. It's like, I want people to see me. Anger and change is in the reverse. I don't think this was like, I think he was mad because I'm being drawn to like Eminem music where it's like, fuck my dad type of energy, fuck my family, like you let me down. I think that he does have a grievance towards his parents. Maybe he pretended that he was cool with them, but I just said him, so I think there might be a daddy issue. There might be a dad wound here, and I'm not saying it's the dad's fault. I don't actually feel like it is. I feel like this kid just doesn't, he's weird. I'm hearing the song, I'm different. Yeah, I'm different. So this wasn't an anger thing. This was a make a name from. I think that he thought he could shoot from the roof, get Trump, disappear to an island, his name would be figured out, and then he would live for, because I'm hearing the song, I want to live forever young or be forever young. This is like making a name for myself. People will know me. It's reminding me of every like Law and Order, all those types of shows where it's like, I was rejected, so I'm going to make a name for myself so that people know who the fuck I am. I think this kid snapped. I'm going to be honest. I think he couldn't deal with his life, and so it was like perfect opportunity to matter. That's kind of the vibe. So I will pull the cards to see if there was any weird things happen. You know what? I'm being drawn to pull more cards from this deck actually, so hold on. How many more, Spirit? 2? Okay. Calling in the Storm. Fated to suffer in the river. He did this to himself. I don't know that I buy the conspiracy about it. I just don't. Calling in the storm is like I'm bringing the problem to me. I mean, look, that kind of reminds me of like a bow and arrow and how like, you know how you get pulled, and then you snap? I feel like that's what happened. I feel like, did he live near here? Like, I did like you know me, I don't research like that. Did he live near there? Because if this was upright, then I'd be like, okay, maybe someone gave him an offer that he couldn't refuse. But with it being in the reverse, and 2 and 5 is a spiritual number, it kind of reminds me of like alignment, opportunity. It's in the reverse, so it's almost giving me the vibe of like going against my intuition, going against what I think. It's almost like making a problem for myself I didn't need to have because my emotions are controlling me. So I'm going to pull the tarot to see what else, and we'll go from there. All right, besties, so we are going to take a look at what really happened that day. Allegedly, no facts here. So as always, thank you to everybody that takes 30 seconds to sit through ads. It's a free and easy way to continue to help me support this page. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. We would love to have you. And remember to just keep it copacetic in the comments, please, please, please. I have no problem with you guys, like, I feel like this wants to come out. I have no problem with you guys agreeing to disagree. Go ahead and debate. That's totally fine. No name calling. No, he should have done none of that shit. I will block. One strike, you're out. It's not happening. So, and that's just because I want this place to be safe for everybody. We don't have a lot of that in this world. I want that to be the case. You guys can go back and forth being like, I hate Trump. I hate Biden. I hate everybody. But in the reality, like, they're both on the same coin of us not getting anywhere. So, you know, pick your battles. Just, yeah. Anyway, please just And let me know if you guys want me to do these hard conversations, because I know a lot of tarot readers avoid this, but I have no problem doing this. I have no problem being the bad guy. But let me know if you guys want me to continue covering this type of stuff. All alleged, zero facts. What really happened that day? Why? Queen of Hold on. Burden. Happiness. Letting go. I mean, for my conspiracy theorists, Joe Biden is a Scorpio, but it just doesn't feel that. I don't feel malice. This is kind of remind me of like, I want to be seen with the Sun card. And Four of Pentacles, I know people think finances with that, but honestly, this is giving me like, I let go. I'm done. It's like, notice how she's just stuck, and it's reminding me of like the weight of the world on my shoulders. I'm hearing surface pressure from Encanto, which is basically like, I'm the strong one of the family. I have to pretend I'm okay at all times. So I almost wonder if like, I'm hearing the word neglectful. Listen, all alleged, no facts here. Is it possible? Sometimes parents like, especially parents that are really passionate about things like behavioral mental health stuff, sometimes they will care so much about their clients that they kind of sleep on their kids because they assume that their kid would come to them if they weren't okay. That's kind of giving me the vibe here, because this is actually giving me more of a mom energy, and this is giving me more of shame with the Judgment card in the reverse. And then with Five of Swords, it's like issues from the past that are still kind of living rent-free in my head, that it's making me shameful. I almost wonder if he was also rejected by women, and this could be like, I feel like he has mommy and daddy issues. I mean, don't we all in this chapter of our lives? But to some extent. But it's just kind of giving me like, he's had trouble with women. He didn't feel, it's almost like maybe his parents, like, you know what it's reminding me of, like someone patting their kid on the head and being like, good little boy. And it's like, I want to be a man. You're not treating me like a man. I feel like, yeah, because there's a song where it's like, I'm the man, I'm the man. I don't know how it goes, but because I'm not a man, so I don't sing that song. But it's kind of giving me this vibe of like I'm being drawn to all the women on here. Was he rejected a lot in high school? Because honestly, I really feel like his brain's just, I mean, he's 20 years old. He's a child. Like, if you're 20 years old and you're on my page, I'm not trying to disrespect you. What I'm saying is your brain's not fully developed until you're at least 25, let alone your Saturn return when you're 30. You're still young. Your society makes you believe that you're an adult at 18. It's not true. It's scientifically and psychologically not true. And so what I'm getting is a child, very childlike energy. That's like, I need to find my happiness. I need to find what makes me shine. My parents don't notice me. Nobody notices me. Women don't notice me. I have all of this shame. I don't matter. I feel like I'm lost. Like, I almost feel like his dad might have been like the tough love type of guy, and I feel like he might have been a sensitive, if I'm being honest. I mean, what I looked up, it said that he was a Virgo, and Virgo, as a Virgo stellium, we can either be really great at building things, or we can break ourselves with the mental, we're hard on ourselves, we're overly analytical. And I feel like there's something from the past here where it's like women didn't want him, his parents didn't meet his needs the way that he needed them to be met. And so with the Four of Pentacles, it's like, fuck it, I need to try something else, because the past is haunting me. I'm embarrassed of who I am. Honestly, this is giving me like worshiping serial killers. I don't know if they're going to end up finding that he was on the dark web, or he had a lot of Google searches on like other serial killers or how to be a killer or something like that. But it's just giving me this vibe of like, I want to be remembered forever. Like, that's the vibe. And it could have just came out of nowhere. He could have snapped and been like, fuck this, like, remember me forever. It could have came that way too. But again, I'm not seeing anything necessarily about like this being anything more than a disgruntled kid. Rejection. Other people. Abuse of power. From the past. Conflict I can't let go of. Listen, you guys know me. You know when it's conspiracy, I'll tell you so. I don't feel that here. I just don't. I mean, there could have been negligence, and I'll try to look into that if I remember, if Spirit shows it to me. But this reads to me more like I've been rejected. I think especially about women. I think that maybe he hasn't had any long-term relationships in his life. With that Knight of Pentacles, it's like anything that I've touched, I never got to put energy into. Three of Wands is giving me like the surrounding people. And then Five of Pentacles is like people take advantage of me. They don't nourish me. They don't appreciate me. Six of Cups is past energy. And it's like he didn't have a connection with his inner child anymore. It's almost like his brain snapped. And then Five of Wands is a conflict card, but in reverse, it's giving me like inner conflict. And then these fives here, I feel like he might have been going through some form of change in his life. Now, that could mean anything from like going to college, whatever, but it's like going against the change, or chains. That could be a Freudian slip, because I almost wonder if like he thought after high school things would get better. That's kind of the vibe. It's almost like, okay, I was bullied in high school, but then when I get to college, maybe then they'll like me. And I think he started to realize I'm always going to be bullied, because I just keep being drawn right back to serial killers. So maybe he was capable of becoming a serial killer. I mean, he did try to shoot the president, so, you know, or if you're going to be politically correct, the past president, whatever. But I just don't see anything here of malicious in terms of red or blue, if you're picking up what I'm putting down. But I will pull more cards before I come to a conclusion. Ace of Swords is regrets. Look at all the women. I thought they wanted me to use Haunted House because of what it's talking about. But honestly, I think it's because there's so many women on this deck. I think that he has a severe rejection wound. And it's like, it's just giving me like school shooter energy. Like, I can't take it. Everybody's mean to me. Nobody loves and appreciates and respects me. My parents just assume I got it together, but I really don't, and I'm falling apart, and I don't know how to lean on them, and so I'm just like Knight of Wands in the reverse. I'm angry. I'm reckless. I don't know how to start over with the Temperance card. I think that he felt like college would be different. I think he thought, you know how like when you really hate high school and you're like, well, if I go away, like it'll be a new experience. I think he found out real quick it was not going to be a new experience. So I don't know if anything's coming out about like people he went to college with, or did he even go to college? Like, I don't know, but it's giving me the vibe of like, I thought things would change after high school and they didn't. And I kept getting angry, and it's giving me like a boiling pot that's like losing its mind. Like, yeah, Four of Cups is like, I'm apathetic. I'm not happy. Yeah, guys, with the Moon card being in reverse, I don't feel like there is nefarious from either sides. I'm going to be honest. You know me. I would tell you if it's next level conspiracy. I think what you have here is what is exactly going on in our society right now. Everybody feels like they're in a fear mindset, and this is one of the things that can happen when you feel like you're not grounded into reality, when you feel like tomorrow's never promised. Like, I feel like this kid snapped. I don't think that he was thinking. He's a child. He's 20. His brain's not developed. I don't think that it was I think it's pretty fucking cut and dry, to be honest with you. I'm actually glad I recorded the intro first. Independence and detachment. Friction. There might have been something that Trump posted that set him off. Because it's almost giving me the vibe of like he became pro-Trump, but then it's almost like you let me down just like everybody else lets me down. Like, that's kind of the vibe. It's like, it's giving me the vibe of like, I trusted you. You know what I mean? Like, it's reminding me of my O.J. Simpson reading, where it seems like he was so in love with his wife, ex-wife, whatever, that he snapped. It's giving me like, if I can't have you, no one else will. Yeah, because I'm being drawn to how Selena was killed by a fan. It's giving me that. Yeah, and now I'm hearing Eminem where it's like, these chicks don't even know the name of my band, but they're all on me like they want to hold hands. I gotta laugh, guys, or else the energy's gross. Well, it's gross regardless, but I think he felt, it's almost as if like his dad wasn't what he needed and he might have like put it on Trump, like, because I'm hearing MAGA, so even if he did give money to the Dems, because I do remember seeing that, it might have been like for his parents' approval to show that I'm, you know, one of you. But I feel like he was rejected by his parents, whether or not that was intentional, semantics, rejected by his peers. This is your stereotypical, would have been a school shooting, but he just wanted to do something bigger so that his name would be remembered forever. I think that was his motivation. I think it was like everybody talks about the Columbine shooter. Everybody talks about not Marilyn Manson. I mean, Manson, Charles Manson. Like, it's giving me like that. It's like I want to be, like I see his picture in my mind's eye, and then I'm seeing like the years going by and then him still being relevant. I think that was the point. It's like, you told me you would have my back. Page of Swords is like the internet, but it's like you promised me, like it's drawing me to the house. It's like you promised me things would change. You promised me that things would get better. It's like he projected all of his pain and wounds onto Trump. Where is Trump in this reading? Ten of Cups reversed, that's family. That's family. I'm not buying that this family was... It's not that it wasn't healthy. I just feel like they're too absorbed in their jobs. Like, everybody expects people to just be able to pick it up. But I'm being drawn to, like, Robin Williams. Like, it's always the ones that are smiling that you need to worry about because they don't want to put their shit on you. That's kind of the vibe. And especially with Page of Cups coming out in reverse, it's like I detach myself from things so that you don't know what I'm going through. Because if the Strength card was upright, that's ego. But it's in the reverse, so it's giving me, like, vulnerabilities. And then Ace of Wands is the regret of the vulnerabilities because it's in reverse. And then Page of Swords is like, I didn't get to speak my truth. I didn't get to become who I wanted to be. I just think that he is like most people in America right now, where it's like, damned if I do, damned if I don't. It feels like we're living in an apocalyptic world, so I might as well make a name for myself. That's the fucking vibe. I wonder if this all... Listen, I'm not trying to drag the family. I'm really, really not trying to blame the family. But with Queen of Swords in reverse right next to family, I feel like maybe his mom was hard on him. Or he might have been a more sensitive soul. Now, listen, I'm not defending what he's doing. Did you not hear my intro? I'm just explaining. I feel like he might have been a more sensitive soul, and I feel like his parents were just very focused on their own selves. And so it's kind of giving me the whole, like, oh, babe, you'll get over it. Like, oh, don't worry about it. It's not that deep. Like, I feel like he's a sensitive person. And I feel like his parents did not adjust to that sensitivity. And so it's like a pressure cooker. It's like boiling, boiling, boiling. Opportunity to make myself matter, snap. You know what I mean? Yeah, Wheel of Fortune's like a bad opportunity. I think he also wanted to get away from his parents. I don't know that I buy the whole story with his... I don't know anything about his parents, to be honest with you. And again, I'm looking through his energy, not theirs. But this is like... I want to find my happiness. This is not it. This is not where I flourish. I'm sick of people that are just money hungry with that Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. And I need something new. And it's like, how can I do that? How can I feel good again? And it's like, there's the opportunity to go after Trump. So honestly, yeah, Empress is the back deck. This dude has mommy issues. Mommy issues. You know what's weird, though, is I am seeing that meme that went viral where it was like, oh my God, they missed and Hillary Clinton was on the picture. Is that anything, Spirit? I think she was disappointed. I think that's true. I think there's a lot of people in politics that are pretending that they're disappointed and they're not. But I don't think anyone set it up. Nine of Swords. It's not... I'm never good enough for my mom. I think he felt like he was not good enough for his mom, and that it impacted his ability to have relationships with women. And then this is giving me someone who, like, women refuse to love me because, like, look, he's trying to help, but this chick's like, no. And it's like, did he follow, like, Andrew Tate or something? Because it's giving me, like, playing the victim instead of being like, well, why aren't women interested in me? What is it about me? Because I feel like he has, like, a needy energy, an anxious energy. He might have Pisces placement somewhere because it's giving me, like, like Eeyore energy. I feel like he was depressed. And I feel like he was trying to find love in all the wrong places because he didn't love himself, which is, we've all seen that. I don't see anything that says this was staged or... So I'm going to look at it as how did he get to be able to do it? I mean, didn't they say he was like 500 feet away and then people told the police? I just heard gross negligence. We'll look into it. All right, so really quick to finish this reading. All alleged. Why was he able to let this happen? Was it negligence? Was it a conspiracy? Was it... We'll find out. So as always, thank you to everybody that sits through 30 seconds of ads. It's a free and easy way to support my page. I'm going to look at the Four of Wands just peeked out. I don't know if you want to see it. Look at how messy this deck is when I'm asking why. So I don't know, y'all. But if you're new here, please consider subscribing. We'd love to have you. And thank you to all my regulars for being here. I appreciate y'all so much. Why was he able to get away with this? Public. Hold on. Shit. I saw that. Fucking shit. Shit. All legend and for entertainment purposes only. He either paid off someone at a door or he went under the guise of something else. Because I kept seeing like paying off a doorman. And I don't know if that's literal or metaphoric. But it's giving me like, oh, you don't have to worry about this. Like, I'm just coming in for, like, what was the building? Because it's giving me, like, I'm giving you an emotional offer, but I'm not letting you know why I'm actually doing it with the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. It's giving me today for tomorrow energy, but it's also giving me, like, a handoff of money. So I almost wonder if there was someone at the door that was like, you can't come in here. Right now something's going on. And he comes off as this, like, meek little youngin'. And so it's like, no, like, I just wanted to come in for such and such, and, you know, like, here's $20, like, don't worry about it, like, just please let me in. Like, it just seems like he had someone on the door. And it's giving me the vibe of, like, the public's all the way over there, because that was the first card that popped up. So it's like, public's all the way over there, why would they question that I'm 500 feet away? It's like, let me keep myself hidden. I need to pull more. Something is a little wonky. Rejection. What? Wait a frickin' sec. Did he think... Wait. This is almost kind of giving me the vibe of like... Because you know what I'm being drawn to? Again, Eminem. The song, I think one of you corrected me. I think the song's called Kim, not Stan. Where it's like, I swear to God, I hate you. Oh my God, I love you. So it's like a hate-love thing. I think he thought, there's something here where he feels like Trump did him dirty. But it's giving me like I'm projecting my daddy wounds onto Trump. Or I'm projecting just my wounds onto whoever. And then with King of Cups to follow... It's like doing this for Biden. But why? Maybe then I'll be noticed. I do think there's an issue here with someone at the door being paid off. But I don't think he had any connections to anybody, if I'm being honest. Because we got the relationship card here. But... Knight of Pentacles, Page of Cups, that's not giving me, like, deals with any... Like, I want to see, like, Ace of Pentacles. I want to see... Like, the only thing I saw was Two of Pentacles, which would be an exchange. But with the surrounding cups, it's giving me, like, conning someone into getting into a building that I'm not supposed to be in. Especially with the Ace of Cups in reverse. It's like, no, please. Like, I wouldn't even be shocked if he went under the guise of, like, I really have to pee. Like, can you just let me in, please? Like, because I might put his face on the thumbnail. He looks meek, and I feel like he used that to his advantage. And he's the Knight of Pentacles, because he's a Virgo. So it's like, how did he get away with this? He used his sensitivities to his own benefit. Like, oh no, like I'm just trying to go to the back. Did he have a backpack or anything? Like, Like, I'm not convinced that, like, did he have a backpack and that's where the gun was or something like that? Because it's like, I want to do this to make a name for myself. Trump did me dirty. I want to get him out of the way for Biden. It's like it's giving me like military vibes. Like, I have to do this for my country. Honestly, I think he's very mental. Yeah, I'm hearing the song. I'm not crazy. I'm just a little unwell. I think he played the character of like, oh, I'm innocent. Let me in. Like, that's kind of the vibe. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune, opportunity. This is almost like trying to detach from my family, make a name for myself. Don't want to deal with my pain. Want to let go, move forward, and be idolized. Six of Wands, be idolized. Detach from family. Lovers doesn't have to be love. It just has to be like a bond. So it's like, this is my opportunity to show people who I am. Because on the regular Six of Wands, it's someone being idolized. Guys, I know you want to believe that it's conspiracy. I don't see conspiracy on either end. I see a very mentally unwell kid that tried to pretend like he wasn't mentally unwell and then snapped. I think one thing is he thought that Trump would save him somehow. That I'm getting. It's like, I thought you would save me, you let me down, but I think he's projecting his dad wounds onto Trump. And I also think there's something here, because I'm being drawn to the Idaho 4 reading that I did, the college murders or whatever, where it's like being rejected by a woman and then snapping and then killing. It's kind of giving me that same vibe. I just don't, if there's a conspiracy involved in this, I'm not seeing it. Like, I'm not. Like, even when Joe Biden came out, it was right around, I feel rejection. Here's Joe Biden. I want him to move forward. I want him to progress. You know what? This might also have to do with the gun thing, because I keep being drawn back to how one of the people that knew him said that he wasn't a good shot. There was like some sort of gun club. So again, it's like shame after shame after shame. So it's like, oh, I'll show you. You tell me I'm not a good shot. Watch me take out the president. You're going to remember me now. Yeah, because now I'm hearing Toby Keith. How do you like me now? I just don't feel like this was, I'm sorry, I don't feel like this was a big government conspiracy. I don't see it. I don't see it. I think he was a very sensitive soul with this Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. I have all this stress, all this anxiety. It's got to count for something. This is like someone who's got very deep mental health issues. That's like, I don't know where else to go. So at least, I just keep hearing the song Forever Young. I want to be forever young. It's like he gave up on life. It's like, this is my opportunity to make something of myself where my grief matters. Oh, there's Trump. Yeah, it's giving me like, you said a lot, but you didn't do it. Because King of Swords is in the reverse. It's like, you guys know with this haunted house, I always think this is like someone thinking 5 steps ahead strategically. So in the reverse, it's like, you conned me. I think this kid felt slighted by Trump. Ace of Swords, it's an opportunity for you to feel the pain that I felt. This doesn't feel to, I'm sorry, you guys know me. You know me. Some of you, my regulars. King of Wands, I thought you were a leader. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. My expectations are not being met. Two of Cups in reverse. You don't deserve to be here. Disconnect. How did he get away with it? I think he played like, did you see his picture? I think that people bought his shit. I think he might have paid somebody, but I don't even think that the person that he paid knew what he was going to do. It's almost giving me like, what was the store? Like, what was the building that he went into? Because if it was like, because you know what they're showing me is like a pizza shop. And it's almost as if like he walked into a pizza shop with a giant backpack and they're like, you can't come in here. There's like something going on right now. And it's like, but I really have to pee. Like, I had no idea. Like, can you just let me in? Here's $20. Like, I promise I'll be in and out. And then like violence. Like, that's really how it feels. It feels like negligence. It feels like he was this like meek little innocent thing. So no one thought anything of it. It's almost giving this vibe of like, I would have never expected that from him. Like, I think that's why his parents and the people that knew him are like, really? Because it's like, it's a bubbling up over time. It's like, I feel small, weak, women make fun of me, I'm not a manly man, and then it's like bubbling, 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 burst. I don't think this was... Yeah, the Knight of Wands is someone who's like, that's like fuckboy energy, but it's also someone who goes after something they want without really thinking. Because in the King of Wands, you got your shit together. But in the Knight of Wands, it's like I'm going after it with my passion. But Five of Swords in reverse being the last card, it's like... The details we're missing is that his childhood life is not what the parents are going to paint it out to be. And listen, does that mean that his parents are bad? No, I just think they were kind of not... For some people, for people that were doing behavioral health for a living or whatever, they were really just missing the ball on this kid. But I know that kids will lie to their parents and be like, no, Mom, I'm okay. So, you know, I don't put full blame on the parents. I'm just saying this is what I'm seeing. It's like, now's my opportunity to stop being the underdog. Seven of Wands. I don't want to be the underdog anymore. So if I trudge forward, don't worry about the details, get my shit done. I just keep hearing the song Forever Young. Yeah, Five of Pentacles. I feel neglected. I feel like no one has my back. Sun reversed. I'm depressed. I feel like he has depression or some form of mental health issues. And then the Death card reverse. Honestly, I wouldn't even be shocked if he thought that he could just cause a scene and then get arrested and then like have a book or a documentary. Like, that's kind of the vibe. I don't know that he thought this completely through. It's almost giving me the vibe of like, I wonder if he intentionally missed with that Death card reversed. Because right after that is Six of Swords, which is internet. So it's almost giving me this vibe of like people underestimating me. So now I'll get some attention. I don't think they thought that, like... I think his whole... Honestly, I don't think he thought at all. I think it was all emotion-based. But I think in his mind, it was like, at least I'll be somebody. I don't see anything about... This feels like gross negligence. This feels like mommy and daddy wounds. This feels like never knew how to speak up my needs, and then I grew up and snapped. Empress card in reverse. Mommy issues. Like, I just fucking said that. Eight of Swords in the reverse is like a victim of circumstances. I think that he was traumatized, and so he took it out on someone else so that he could make himself relevant. That's what this feels like. So I don't know if you guys want a part two. I don't know what else to look at. I asked how he got through it, and it just feels like he played like... You know what I'm seeing in my mind's eye is those... Oh, God, I'm going to butcher this because I don't know. Those toys, they're like stuffed animals, and they have those giant eyes. It's giving me like the please, please. Like, I feel like he has this innocence to him, so I feel like that's how he got into the building. It's almost like I have to pee, or if it was like a pizza shop, it's like, oh, but I want a piece of pizza. Like I know you're closed, but can you just make an excuse for me? Like, it's giving me that vibe. It's like, I'm going to use my meekness to my benefit. And that's what he did. So I'm going to leave it here, besties. I'm sorry. I love you. But from what I'm seeing is it's a child that is very lost and confused. And he thought that this would make a name for himself. And it didn't. I mean, it kind of did. But honestly, not really. So it's just a sad thing all around. This is why we need to speak up our needs and say what it is that we're going through so that we don't suffer, you know? So I'm going to leave it there, besties. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, my website's in the description box below. The decks that I use, related videos, everything I mentioned will be always in the description box below. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. But I'm going to leave it here, besties. I said what I said. I mean, I'm more than open and willing to be wrong. I'm willing to look at other... Wait till more information surfaces, but this just feels like a kid that would have been a school shooter or something. I think he just wanted to make a name for himself. Look, my throat's going, which is giving me the vibe of like he doesn't know how to speak. He doesn't know how to tell his truth. He doesn't know how to stand and feel empowered, and this was his way of feeling empowered, unfortunately. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there, besties. Like I said, you can book a private reading with me. Everything you need is in the description box below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Stay free, stay blessed, stay kind in the comments, and I will see you.